sometimes the What the? What kind of injurious weather is this? It's cold. Achoo! Yeah. light it up! Off we go! Huh? Yahoo! Wouldn't gliding be faster? Ha! Ha! Teamwork is dreamwork! Huh?
Well met.
Huh? Here we go. Huh? Adventure time. Let's light it up.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Adventure time. Off we go. Brace yourselves. Motion to compel.
Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you?
Huh? Let's light it up! Incinerate! Let's light it up!
It was Electro. It was Electro.
Discord just takes like a little bit to recognize your input.
Okay. Yeah, should I unmute myself and unmute it?
Oh no, you're good for now.
Oh, that fixed it. Okay. I think that fixed it. Maybe. Okay, I fixed it. Everything's good now. So how's your eye doing?
It's doing what an eye does.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it decides to Isn't the website's code is broken?
To the Genshin Impact one?
No, the Discord thing, because it looks cleaner if like the name is hidden, but when I copy and pasted the code into you, it doesn't work for some reason.
But remember, the website is no longer with us. You know.
The developers abandoned it or something?
The website about the Discord PNG avatar thing. This website's no longer up.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but this still works. So, it's just programming code. It was something that did it automatically. So, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there might be intervals of times where I do have to like get up from my seat to actually take care of my eye. So that way,
as long as you give me a heads up in advance.
Yeah, I'll definitely give you a heads up so that way you can like give anybody else who's tuning in a heads up.
I took too long to join. I was working on something.
Oh no, it's all good. I appreciate the highlights and stuff in the meantime regardless.
Yeah, I've been highlighting them. I think I've counted one video that had a mute part. I don't know what to do during that.
It's okay if it's like muted. Like, I expected like if a song suddenly gets copyrighted music.
It was I think when you were doing Power 101, like one part of it was like one little part.
Oh yeah, I think it's because like one of the artists has a music label on it.
Even if they don't have it on YouTube, it's like I don't know anymore.
I wasn't aware of it at the time.
It's going to happen. But at least they do that, not like work. You know, they just do that.
True.
I'd rather they do that or the worst.
Adventure time.
Oh yeah, of course.
So what do you want to talk about?
Light it up.
Nothing much. The only thing I'm doing right now is just trying to catch up on what I call the Genshin Impact Winter Olympics. They have their own... You have to melt a bunch of snow pile to get snowman parts. And then we have a triathlon kind of marathon for...
Off we go.
Which is an obstacle course for a few runs, and then it's just a bunch of combat challenges. When I was like finishing up stuff for my other account, I did find out that there's like at least one more cutscene portion of the main story regarding the alchemist and his doppelganger. I want to like save that for last because I want to get like the more grindy stuff out of the way.
Yeah, for me, I have my name under my character, so nobody sees the name. I don't know why yours is like that.
Yeah,
my code I got.
Adventure time.
Because I clearly copy-pasted the code for you to not display your name for some reason.
Yeah, the one I have, the name is under my character, so nobody sees it.
Well, at least people can identify who the original Kiba the Barbarian is anyways, for anybody who doesn't know.
I suggested Gold Raven to do something like this, because it was annoying. People got me mixed up with Gold Raven's voice.
How the heck do they mix you up with Gold Raven?
Because his voice is so young, or his voice is not as Deeper's mind, and people actually think, "Oh, so you must be Gold Raven." No, I'm not Gold Raven.
That is intriguing. Maybe like people think you have like similar ranges, like the streamer.
We don't have similar ranges. It's just because my voice is more deeper,
Probably.
and they can hear me more than Gold Raven.
Like there's a stark contrast. Maybe some people's ears are just developed differently because there's a difference between you getting mixed up with Gold Raven and the streamer I moderate for getting mixed up with Lily Pichu.
Like Gold Raven, I know has a light voice. His voice is light.
Yeah, I've
better
heard
than
him.
yours.
I've heard him talk, like even in his YouTube videos.
Motion to compel. Let's light it up.
Actually, anyways,
Off we go.
so there weren't like anything. There wasn't anything that like caught your attention too much at the Game Awards, was there?
Not that much. No. It
Yeah,
was mostly Resident Evil for me.
got it. I think in all
Like-
honesty, yeah, there's a little piece of something for everybody.
I'm happy the guy from 2K, It Takes Two,
Adventure time.
got the Game of the War.
Oh
Game of the Year.
yeah, there has been like so many
Because-
videos and live streams of that game.
Because what happened was, the company 2K, right?
Yeah,
They sued It Takes Two, the game, because it sounds similar. They wanted their name, wanted the name to be gone.
Let's light it up.
So you had to go for that drama, that stuff. So I'm happy that he won because now people. I'm legit. I'm happy that guy won because what he had to go through with 2K recently, the company,
yeah. Kudos to
is-
him.
and the game is very fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It deserves.
Pretty much what he has to do now, if it gets too bad, he has to remove the game. It Takes Two. If 2K decided to keep going at this,
Off we go.
so he has to change the name to something else.
Yeah, I hope that won't be the case.
Think you can get away? Here we go. Embrace the ice. Boom!
Fight and retweet this Muslim's famous Twitter, and you will get. I don't know. I think a VTuber bot follows me around.
Let's
I don't know.
light it up.
There's like random bot accounts I noticed that will just like do automatic retweets and is there a thing that'll show up here? Nope. Automatic retweets are like automatic like likes.
Off we go.
Yeah, automatic
Adventure
retweets definitely the fox robot thing.
Oh, that's where the last ice pile is. Okay.
Adventure
So
time.
are you? Yeah. How are you feeling since the booster shot?
Off we go.
Physically better everywhere else, honestly. My nose is just my nose. There's no
Allergies and etc.
allergies, cold. There's always something going on with it no matter what.
Yeah. I heard steaming your pillows will help, but I don't know. Like clean your pillows. Make sure your pillows are clean. Because of dust.
Oh, I could just literally dive down there. Yeah, that can help. It's not always guaranteed every single time, though. I think one thing I'm really happy for sure is that I feel like the rewards this time were a lot more fair. I would say more fairly distributed this year than last year, because last year was a huge meme for The Last of Us 2 and Among Us. They got
I mean, there's
lot.
Among Us VR.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Oh, I mean, the night before Christmas, Fall Guys is like really kind of late, you know. I don't know.
Yeah. The game is still pretty fun to play. I find it, and people still find it really really fun to play.
It is fun to play, but they had potential, but I think if they actually continue what they were doing with Mac updates, if they did, they would be much bigger than they are now.
Hmm.
The problem is they couldn't. They had a wait time, and they couldn't. What I'm saying is they couldn't put out updates fast enough at the start, and that's what lost them on the top. You know, lost them with the hype about them. You agree?
Yeah, that's also not wrong.
Because the train was going good, but when they didn't release the update, people were hoping for new maps. The train went, it sunk.
Time for takeoff. Everybody stand back.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong about that. Okay, I hope that's enough to make a snowman. There's also a funny thing is that I just found out that do have those blue light protective lenses, because my glasses is one of those like clip-ons, and I think the reason why I haven't like used my protective lens is because whenever I edit with Adobe, whether it be on Adobe Premiere or Adobe Photoshop, I think it's because
What kind of injurious weather
What
is
is it?
this? It's cold.
I think it's because I didn't want my eyes to get thrown off by like the color profile, because when you're wearing like the protective like lens, your sense of color kind of gets a little bit mixed up. And I ideally would like to see the correct colors for the stuff that I'm actually editing together. This looks kind of funny. Okay, that's 2 snowmen.
What do you think of the Sonic trailer?
I think, definitely major hype material. There's more I want to learn, but I'm pretty amazed they actually got Idris Elba casted as Knuckles.
I have a theory. After the movie, after the movie's over in Sonic 2, there will be Shadow will be next.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, they want to go full force on the, major full force on the film franchise. Oh, I
Yeah,
finally
I'm
got
a
the
big-
weapon.
Are you playing Stream Raiders too?
Not at the moment. I want to focus on finishing this tonight.
Yeah, focus on the Winter Olympics.
Oh, what were you saying?
I said finish the Winter Olympics first and get that over with.
Oh no, I was saying like, what were you saying about the regarding the Sonic movie again?
Oh, everybody's a big fan of Knuckles. That's for sure. I'm a big fan of Knuckles. Knuckles is awesome. Tails, yeah. Okay.
Nice.
You know,
Understandable.
I could do it legit without you, Tails. It's just like, and the whole idea of their Sonic not knowing Tails is like, so are they pretty much reproducing the game, the first game and the second game, just in live action form?
True. People have like said it's like not exactly completely Sonic 2, technically speaking, because there's like aspects of I guess Sonic 3 is what the.
And don't forget that if you want to go that way, Sonic X is an anime version of Sonic on the Sega Dreamcast, on the Dreamcast, you know,
Right, right.
because he did fought Chaos. The same events happened. He met Shadow and all that stuff. So Sonic Adventures is pretty much Sonic X, if you think about it in anime form.
Hmm. You have a point there.
It's Big the Cat and all that stuff. So. Did you catch the rock? No. Nice, you got a rock.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm definitely gonna run into those in the later part of the Sinnoh League. I've seen the quote
No.
unquote like
No.
methods of how
You mean Golem? I don't think you mean Golem. What do you mean Golem?
Bertha has one, I believe. Yeah, Bertha
Oh,
has one.
yeah. Because I don't think you don't meet them in the wild.
Only by trainers, yeah. There's at least one trainer in Victory Road that has one. Even then, Victory Road is like relatively shorter than expected.
But the underground is way better now. The underground is way better.
I am so glad it is way better. The only thing that's kind of a letdown is that
you can't customize
your den
base.
Yeah, only with the statues to boost your chances of catching. I mean, maybe they can like patch that later. There's always like more patches to come to the game, especially with like the global trade, that huge building in Jubilife City. Okay, we need to get this weapon like leveled this ASAP. Yeah, overall I'm just pretty glad that the Game Awards had something for a lot of people this year. Forza won awards. It Takes Two won awards. Trying to think of what else won awards. I'm glad Metroid Dread got Action Adventure of the Year. It definitely deserved that reward.
I'm happy there was no. I do not like story. I do not like movie games. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like the game is like a movie, pretty much.
Yeah. Hold that thought. My timer's going off. I'll be right back.
Okay. So I'll be right back. If I gotta talk to somebody, okay?
Alright, I'm good again, and guessing the coding for Kiba's thing is broken for some reason. I am kind of glad that, like, Twitch does have that, monitor feature now. Okay, this is gonna be an issue. Running out of rocks to upgrade this thing. I think I got all the materials I need to upgrade it, though. Like, to its fullest.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Got himself a solid and pork chop, so. So you apply your medicine to your eye?
Hmm?
You apply your eye medicine?
Yeah.
Beat me and my mic as I eat, okay?
No problem. That's fine. Oh, that's what we're missing. I can craft those, actually. Yeah, getting those is important. Getting this is important. Oh, what do you know? I need more metals for these. Okay, so that's how it's gonna be.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm watching somebody playing Dragon Quest 2 right now. They're doing a Let's Play for Dragon Quest 2.
And how long ago was that game?
And the game, how old it is, yeah. It was on the SNES, and I think it was back in the early, it's a fan translation, but early 2000 or something like that. No, late 90s. The original.
I see, I see.
Let's play. Let's light it up. Take flight.
Not a bad haul.
So Pokemon, when you play Pokemon Diamond, hopefully all the issues are fixed.
Yeah, because I did see a video of how one of the speedrunner just did this basically the bug exists where you can actually sandwich the menus together and make the game believe that you still have the menu open and then glitch the
I
game.
think that's fixed in the latest version. I think somebody was able to get Shaman. And Arceus code has been removed from the game.
Interesting.
But Darkrai and Shaman are still in the game.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
They don't want people to glitch into still Arceus, but they're okay with Shaman and Arceus. Well, Shaman and Darkrai.
If you ever...
And the Reggies are in there.
Have I captured a Mr. Mime yet? Well, but I guess I have not.
You know, since you had since you do have more customization with your Pokemon in this version than the other. Because you don't need HMs anymore.
That's very true, yeah. Because the HMs are linked to an application on the Pokemon Watch. But you're still gated by a gym leader progress, unfortunately. That's just the caveat. Actually, let's see these.
Okay with that. But if you do it right, and go to Underground, you get so much new Pokemon that you couldn't get before.
That itself is also very true, yeah.
I mean, somebody was able to go underground and get a Gabite already game. A Gabite of all things.
Mmm. Oh, thank you, Sucrose. Now we can keep upgrading this bad boy. That's definitely not going to be enough rocks. I'll do this later. Alright, next part of the Winter Olympics is the marathon portion. 4 fun obstacle courses to do. I like obstacle courses in video games.
What the? What kind of injurious weather is this? It's cold. Achoo!
Time to bring in the double wind for
We
some
may leave at any time.
reduced stamina. Oh, it's this fun music. Oh, wait. Did I get all the coins? Wait, no, hold on. Restart. Okay, let's try this again.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Okay, there we go. That's what we call collector's anxiety, according to one famous speedrunner. Oh, you son of a... They brought back this thing from the gliding challenge months ago.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Speaking of gliding... Whoa, that's a tight corner. That's a very tight corner. What the heck were they thinking? Which direction am I going? Okay, that should be time. Yep.
Okay, I should be done. I should be done again. Come back. It's Rudy with the mic open. Sometimes. It was eating a lot of lettuce, so it's crunchy.
Oh, it's totally understandable. I tend to eat like half the time whenever I'm on. Anyways, let's see. All right, obstacle course number 2. Is this a drop down? Oh, it's a gosh darn drop down. Okay. That's how it's gonna be.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Oh, it's one of these. Bard Boy Smash. Let's see here.
You have back. Clear drink.
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody needs a drink. Like even Captain Beto needs a drink sometimes. Okay, let's see. Go. Okay, as long as I make the time, that is perfect. I can't believe I'm doing this at the last moment. We'll save the Albedo cutscene for last, actually. Be the cherry on top to complete everything for this. And then I'll do my dailies off stream. I'll probably like level up Yenfei. Finally get Yenfei to friendship level 10. Fudge. Okay, let's try that again. Probably switch to Jean because she's taller. Okay, I think that's the problem. The moment I'm in the water, I am slow. Okay, perfect. Oh, Xiao would actually be pretty good at this part. Because he's tall. I mean, not because he's tall, but he can... If he needs to climb, we have reduced climbing stamina. But this is not my Xiao account. Okay.
Nope.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, so what do you think of the Genshin Impact ripoff game?
There's a ripoff game?
Yes, that looks like Genshin Impact.
I mean... Oh no! Come on! Fudge. I got distracted. Hopefully one token's not going to sacrifice so much effort. Okay, so I just need to get 30k. I mean, if it doesn't really work like Genshin, it's not completely a Genshin ripoff. They
They
just...
legit use Genshin Impact pictures for their advertisements.
That's for their advertisements and marketing only. But otherwise, it's like... It looks like every other, like, mobile online game that tries to make the market. From videos I've seen. Yeah, that's the name, Mailbox. But I've seen better, but the marketing is kind of upsetting, really.
I heard, I was looking at the type in Genshin Impact, and there's some threads are changing to a different company.
I think it's a publisher based in Singapore, due to whatever reason. Probably for legality purposes. Because that publisher also has published MiHoYo's other game, Tears of Themis.
Yeah, since this is a Singapore, they're pretty much avoiding restrictions that happen in China with the, what to say this, but Chinese government.
I think that's the case.
Like banning male characters, banning feminine male characters, and gachas and all. That's all I commented.
Yeah, because when you want to create a gacha game with a whole roster of characters, you want to make sure you have representation for, like, that suits, like, that caters to a lot of different types of gamers and players alike. Okay, that wasn't too bad. If that was 1 more 6, that would be an unlucky number. Now, I know there's a dog event going on, but we're not gonna get to that till whenever I'm back again. Now it's the combat challenges. Let's collect the hero's wits, because I don't really care so much about the crafting materials right now. Have we still not spent 500,000 more on upgrading this dude's weapon? Intriguing. And now we have hit the magic number.
Nice.
I just imagine above Venti saying in a deep voice, tee. There's already enough imaginations of buff Paimon. That's the next thing we need. Huh, so we didn't even... So we just need to spend 10,000 more. That's easy, I can do that.
And the game is called Genshin Impact. It's ripping off Genshin.
I think it's been a whole meme that was mispronounced at the Game Awards for winning Mobile Game of the Year, but hey, it won Mobile Game of the Year.
I'm talking about not Genshin. Genshin is actually, I think, a game. Is it? No, it's not. There's a game that I know that somebody was recently popped up. Let me give you some research for you. 1 second.
Alright, come on, one more level, Ayaka's weapon. One more level. Oh, this is... totally stretching it. Okay, that's good. That's good and delicious for her.
A blade embraces its duty.
Just like osmanthus wine tastes... doesn't taste the same as it was. Battle Pass level 25. Am I in a rush to get the Battle Pass leveled up? Probably not really, but I think we could be able to, like, get it maxed out before I sleep. Well, as much Battle Pass experience as I need. Anyways. Combat challenge. Did I see the new Ito video? I think maybe like the Japanese version? I'm not particularly too interested in Ito. Speaking of the Oni guy, what the heck does the next supply look like? There's a new character everybody wants, a character that's really good to have copies of, and a character that shows up way too much in the supplies. Weapons. Ooh, the weapons look really good this time. My free-to-play account might be in trouble. Yeah, I think my other account might be in trouble and run out of polls here.
Oh, that's the funny meme. I wish I could post it, but it's on some weird site. But it says, Genshin in the pack. Why is everybody copying me? Minecraft? Oh, it's your first time? Legit, I'm trying to find it, because somebody made a story about it recently. When the new game comes out. And it's on... They were using Genshin Impact art. It wasn't... It was something else.
Let's use this guy's thing.
Let's investigate this further.
Oh yeah, a lot of people love that dude's personality. I thought he would be a bit more tough, a bit more gruff, not so juvie. Do I have? I do not have enough snowman parts? Question mark?
What the? What kind of injurious weather is this? It's cold. Achoo!
Lures within combat training encampments. Lures will start in a battle of sheer cold. So it's basically a heater. Basically, as long as you light up the heater, we're good in battle. This might take a little bit.
Burst forth. Coming to be. Burst forth.
Now we can get this going.
Let's light it up. Here we go. Motion to compel. I'm going in. Adventure time. Let's play. Think you can get away? Inadmissible evidence.
Witness my great undertaking.
The room. Everybody stand back.
Where is the last... Oh.
Incinerate.
So, do you think Genshin Impact will ever come to Steam?
That's a good question, considering that its sister game made it to Steam, but the main concern is that, there should have been cross-save, but you can't cross-save your account information, unfortunately, with the Steam port of Honkai.
Maybe. Who knows? But if you're able to, imagine how much... Imagine if people go over there, you can get, like, unique Steam stuff.
Probably, because I think there's like a profile pin for anybody who owns an account on Honkai on Steam. Like, it's good for people who want to get into the game for the first time from the accessibility of Steam, but for anybody who's had an existing account, they just have to stick with the PC client or mobile.
Yeah. But is the share save for Sony and PC or no?
I don't remember if it's
Are saving me?
playable with PlayStation or not, but
Coming to B.
right now, like with Sony, it's cross save has been available for a while since the release of the new the latest city. Why do I lose track of the last heater? Actually, let's just start this and let me just defeat somebody that has a heat source.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Time for takeoff. Motion to compel. Breath of the flame.
Yeah, and there's a lot of free games out here on Steam. No, not on Steam, but
I can't
there was
find
a
it. No, it's okay. Keep going.
it was a free Red Dead game on Steam about a cowboy. Good game too.
Incinerate.
And they keep Epic open because I heard this game's coming to Epic free this Christmas.
Here we go.
There we go.
Coming to B.
15 minutes.
Everybody stand back. Yeah. Motion to compel. Think you can get away?
So since Genshin Impact has a story,
Burst forth.
will there ever be any to Genshin Impact? The story was.
Feel this ancient power.
Will there be any what now?
Will Genshin Impact have a official ending?
I'm going in. Time for your arraignment.
Sorry, what was the last part you said? An official what?
Oh, ending.
Ending. It's supposed to have an official ending, but it's not gonna happen till like I think many years later. Like not many years.
I
Like
mean-
whatever it comes to like the end of Arc 1.
But what I'm saying is that it can't have an official ending because it's a mobile game, right?
Yeah, just like how Honkai hasn't had an official, like quote unquote ending yet.
As Magikarp Jump had official ending in it, there was nowhere to go after that.
Oh.
Yep, Magikarp Jump is a full game. It has an ending, but it's just there's nothing to do after that.
Huh, that's interesting actually. Was there any
So you play-
HOA?
So you can play microtransactions and all that for Steam for Magikarp Jump, but you can just farm stuff out by playing normally. You get stuff, you can get everything unlocked if you know what you're doing. But I wish that game actually continue, because I wanted Magikarp Jump to continue, but it just stopped.
And that's no. It
Well-
was an official game.
Yeah, it was a official game on my Nintendo. But it just had the ending. The ending was good. The ending was like, okay, Magikarp Jump, and you jump, and you beat the
Brace
Pokemon by
yourself.
jumping. But after that, there was something else to do. The game just ends. You know, just when I didn't pay a penny into it, but I wanted more, but I couldn't. So it's like, it's hard to say. Like, I play a game that has an official story and ending. Like, to explain. Do you get my point or no?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. The same thing can something similar can be like said for MMOs though, that they don't really end either.
If an MMO does end, it's out of beta. Officially released.
Let's play.
Sure, the game is released and it gets patches and updates,
Boom!
but an MMO is meant to continue.
Teamwork is teamwork. Time for
You know,
takeoff.
it's meant to getting updates.
Witness my great undertaking.
Inadmissible
Unlike-
evidence.
Sorry to say this, but have you heard the news about Profile? Or no?
This.
What if?
We go. Everybody stand
Wait, did you see
back.
something about Crowfall?
Think you
Yeah,
can
her
get away?
Profile is getting shut down.
Motion to compel.
Like, did the devs like, did the company officially say it?
From what I'm hearing, it's getting shut down because they having less people than Newgrounds. Not Newgrounds, but New World.
New World. Because I think the thing is with New World, the mechanics and gameplay of New World have like what Crowfall was like supposed to offer, but even if like New World isn't a completely polished game either, it's like it's got like greater popularity than Crowfall, and well, at least it's a
Problem is,
teensy bit more refined than Crowfall.
the problem is with New World, they're doing server merges already.
Yeah, because hasn't their player base has still decreased? Because I know like a lot of people like left. I'm really sad to hear if that's like the case with Crowfall though, because that was immediately like one of J. Todd Coleman's passion projects, and then like as soon as the quote-unquote official launch happened, well, he appeared like one more time for a live stream, and then he says he's going to be working on another project. Hope he's doing okay as an individual, though. I didn't really hear good. Last I heard, I didn't hear good things between him and King's Isle Entertainment, who he previously worked for.
Burst forth.
But the CEOs have changed, so maybe his perspective on the company he previously worked for is different now. Who knows?
Coming to be.
Time for your arraignment.
A lot of people are hopping on New World today for some reason.
Maybe there's an event or something going on.
It was an update, but it went down. It was the live event. It was at its highest peak. Now it's it was at on the live event. It was at 1 million.
Ow.
Now on the 12th, it's about
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Live.
near
Feel
under
the
1 million.
ancient power.
Yahoo! Boom boom. Time for
And
takeoff.
PUBG's going free released,
Coming to be.
Oh yeah, they announced that.
Motion to
but
compel.
I think it's not worth playing
The flame.
because there's a lot of
Live.
bots and all
Witness my
that.
great
playing, you
undertaking.
know.
Here we go.
Nine more stages left to go with this beat 'em up thing. And the only thing I'm doing is just to get the gems out of this. Okay. This account is pretty much good on, like, saving up for polls. My free-to-play account is definitely going to be in trouble, though. I know there's, like, content creators who say, oh, no worries, if you actually, like, join my channel, I can, like, do a giveaway for you, but I feel that if a single payment is made on a free-to-play account, it completely removes the validation that the account is free-to-play.
In other words, if somebody enters a giveaway,
Coming to be.
what I'm saying is that if somebody enters a giveaway
Burst
and they
forth.
win points for Genshin Impact and put it on for Genshin Impact, it's not considered a free account anymore, correct?
Live.
Yeah, as long as like any kind of transaction from anybody's like bank info is used on the account, it doesn't really have any validation as free to play anymore.
Only time it's considered free to play if the company themselves give it to you in game. right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody stand back.
Just like the
Think you
free
can get away?
Aloy, which is an interesting collaboration character. I think in the future we're supposed to have an Aloy supply, and we'll have like an more in-depth story with her when Sony decides what else we could do with as a collab with Aloy.
Coming to be. Feel this ancient power.
Because with a lot of characters, people want extra copies, but there's no
Teamwork is
method of
teamwork.
getting copies of Aloy yet. And if the copies of Aloy actually make her completely busted, then
Moment of birth.
it would be worth for people to pull for her supply. And since she is a Sony collaboration character, Sony can get some of that revenue too.
True. Question is, who will be the next character?
For a collab, that's a pretty good question. I would hope there's something still going on with Nintendo, because it's been a long time since they've announced the Nintendo Switch port that still hasn't happened yet. People would debate that, like, if the Nintendo Switch port happens, that they should have Link as, understandably, the collaboration character, but it's just a matter of what kind of playstyle he can have, because he can use a lot of different weapons. And especially since I play Breath of the Wild, Kaiser Dude and I have played Breath of the Wild before we start playing Genshin. I'm actually going to be pretty happy going back to Breath of the Wild for, like, a nice change of pace, because I got Age of Calamity on sale, and I can't wait to play Age of Calamity. Even though Age of Calamity has its own DLC package, it's still a nice precursor, like, to segue back into the original open world game that people are complaining Genshin is a ripoff of. But then
Genshin
again,
make its own game.
yeah. But then again, you also have Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
That's very close to Breath of the Wild. It's very close. They have the whole magnet and everything.
Mm-hmm. As long as it's pretty much like, as long as you have an open world with a single protagonist that has use of a lot of open exploration mechanics, then you can start to question, like,
Coming to be.
how original the game IP is. Okay, this is a really good weapon.
I'm going in. Time for takeoff. A little
Witness my great undertaking.
invisible evidence.
Burst forth.
Is there a way to make it so only people with a rank, with a certain rank, can use emote on your server or no?
I don't remember.
Live.
Everybody stand back. Wrap up the flame.
And to anybody who's, like, wondering, oh, why aren't the numbers like what I expected? The numbers on a main DPS aren't always going to be perfect, because the equipment is never going to be perfect at the moment. Because that's how the game is. The stats do want to be RNG. Where's that next challenge? Okay, this is the next challenge. And after this, we have to beat up the giant flower a bunch of times.
Flower power.
I think I should be able to get it done within a few runs, because what are the flowers rewards? The flowers rewards are the crown, which is to upgrade a character's ability to its max. The material to upgrade that sword more. And some money. The books I don't really care so much for, since these are not going away. I think those books are going to be necessary for anybody who's starting out in the game. For any pro player who's been in the game for a while, that's not really necessary. Because there's a lot of... If there's anything I've learned about this game is that limited time events with limited time available upgrade resources. Gotta take advantage of those. The thing that kind of like bugs me is that with their upcoming game that they're beta testing, Honkai Star Rail, which is their first Honkai English dubbed project, it has that dungeon crawling aspect that this game doesn't really have so much of, like towards the end game.
Like Persona has, or something?
Yeah, turn-based dungeon crawling roguelike gameplay like Persona. Like, even when you enter into battle, it has that significant camera angle of you focusing on your characters in that specific camera angle.
Let's light it up!
Burst forth.
Think you can get away?
Moment of birth.
Is this going to be enough damage?
Incinerate! Teamwork is dreamwork! Time for your arraignment!
I'll be right back.
Alright, no problem.
Feel this ancient power.
Okay, I can immediately just glide right over there. I think I'm gonna try using Albedo for like the boss fights. And then hopefully we can get co-op with like pretty good teammates for it. I'm pretty glad we could be able to get like the more grindier parts of the event done pretty quick. And after that it's just a matter of getting through the final cutscenes of Albedo's story. And that's it. That's all the Freemo gems for Genshin's Winter Olympics. Also, need to catch up on this since the streaming requirements require some stuff.
Coming to be.
I did want to do like the boss solo challenge, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh god. And I missed. That's okay, because we can do this.
Going in! Time for takeoff. Motion to compel. Invisible evidence. Boom boom. Let's light it up.
Burst forth.
Let's play. Everybody stand.
Witness my great undertaking.
Think you can get away? Incinerate! Rip up the flame!
Live. Feel this ancient power.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Off we go! Brace yourselves!
That was easy.
That is done. I should upgrade Venti's weapons some for— oh, I mean, should I? I think I'll save my Mora for now. Why not? I mean, Alright, let's beat up the flower. Yeah, I'm more focused on getting, like, these main rewards and objectives. Not so much the talent books. Although for anybody who's starting the game or who's, like, mid-game, they should get the books. Would Venti?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
I don't think Venti's good here. I think double pyro would definitely be the trick here, but I think probably double geo should do it as well. Or maybe
Stay close and you will live.
that might work. Let's do one round of... Actually, you know what? Let's do like double geo. Double geo, double pyro.
What shall we do?
Let's do one round solo, and then we'll do a round... several rounds in co-op. Oh, come on.
Let's light it up!
Oh,
Solidify!
Burst forth.
Motion to compel! Yeah.
Live. Burst forth.
Invisible evidence! Incinerate!
Come into being. Burst forth.
Yeah. Everybody stand back! Motion to compel! Let's light it up!
Come into being.
Order guide you.
Live.
Going in!
Witness my great undertaking.
The boom! Breath of the flame!
I will have order.
Burst forth. Come into being.
Everybody stand!
Feel this ancient power.
2 minutes 13 seconds. Dealt the most damage. I gotta take a picture of that. Dealt the most damage. Alright, how many goals did I accomplish? Ooh! I took care of 4 goals in one. Okay, so destroy 4 monsters created by the arcane fruit. Defeat the Fellflower without being hit by its... Okay. That's pretty good. You know what? Let's do this.
Motion to compel!
Let's do this in co-op next. Maybe there's not a lot of co-op matches because a lot of people completed this challenge already. Alright, after this, after we're wrapped up with the flower, we'll do Albedo's final cutscene. I'll find somebody we can host who's also playing Genshin. And then I'll just take care of my dailies off stream. I think we'll actually get to Yanfei Friendship level 10 pretty soon. I already got her name card on my free-to-play account to show off, so... Let's see if anybody I have online is, maybe I can request to Savage to help me. Oh, wait, nope, we got somebody. What the
I'm
heck?
back.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, I was check someone out, people. They want to show me something.
Understandable.
So what's up? What
Oh.
else happened?
Nothing, just soloed a giant flower and gonna try to find some teammates for it now to complete the other objectives, and then hopefully I get enough of the event currency to get what I need for the event, and then we'll do the final cutscene.
Nice. So this is non-story, right?
Yeah.
Stabilize.
The non-story stuff is quicker because I don't have to, focus on the dialogue.
I saw some here. I better check if there's any highlights. I check it every day. If the video becomes expired on the list, I automatically add it to highlight and upload.
Yeah.
So do it now and not worry about later.
It's also like a pretty good stream routine in general, in all honesty.
This is
For me, I don't worry that much because I'm much.
Understand. Oh my god, they heal?
Oh, Greg has killed the got cool. First thing, you need to get rid of the. If you keep mid-roll, I'm okay with mid-roll, but not when you first go to a live stream.
I will have
Pre-roll. Pre-roll accident, it's called.
stabilize.
Right.
People are okay with mid-roll, but not pre-roll. Because it happened on the stream, but mid-roll is like... People legit will go to your live stream and go to our live stream just because it's bad.
Motion to compel.
Maybe one more round of solo on this giant flower. It doesn't look so intimidating now.
Night from day.
One with wind and cloud.
Visible evidence.
Ooh, that is a beautiful ultimate.
Yeah, you need to finish it.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
Let's see what I have highlighted. Okay, I got you when you're saying that.
Okay, so the last goal is to actually defeat 4 monsters.
You have a live stream that's only less than 2 seconds long. Can we just don't highlight that and upload it?
Yeah, if it's like less than 2 seconds long, then it's probably
It's like 19. It's like 20 seconds long, but 22 seconds long.
it's probably me just like testing something.
So I won't. I'll bypass that.
Yeah.
You want me to just keep it on there? Yeah, I'll keep it on there. I can tell you
Yeah.
if you want to.
It's fine.
Alright, let's keep it on there. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta hydrate.
Yep. Drink water. Drink plenty of water.
Oh, someone is a healer. Nice.
Sometimes you don't do your cue card, or you just. I'm just usually waited till you see it pop up, then I started there.
Yeah, the title card is always a pretty good cue for when I officially start.
When you start talking.
Yeah. Please create more monsters so I can complete this challenge.
Incinerate.
Sorry, this is not Fantasy Star Online 2. Oh,
I
I
think
kind of missed that. Like, I missed that when you said that. When the guys said like,
yeah, there's like a lot of events in Phantasy Star Online too, where it's like you got to kill X amount of things each and every day.
Motion to compel.
Midnight Phantasmal.
Incinerate.
Disappear.
Come on, give me energy.
and I just see you on the squad right now, just staring menacingly.
Well, as long as I'm not staring menacingly.
And once you go team, once you go 3D, I will cut it there and that start it there.
Ooh, that's a shorter amount of time we did. Essence schmessence. Who needs essence?
And I don't wanna kind of start when you start talking, but if it's just empty void, nothing happening, then I will skip that.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Placing a chair.
Okay, let's pick up this crown. Let's pick up 2 more pieces of the alkahest. Let's pick up the O. Yeah, I do need to do one more run. Okay. Alright, I'll be right back in a quick sec. Just gotta rehydrate, use the restroom.
Okay, I'll be right back and check over here on the other Discord I'm at, okay? I'll be right back too, okay?
Yeah, no problem, keep it.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while, so it is where many things come to settle. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
I'd like to know those references later.
Solidify!
Motion to compel.
Alright, so the main goal here is to wait for it to make some monsters.
Let's light it up.
Come into being.
So I think when it's threatened, it will make some monsters.
Burst forth.
Solidify!
Off we go. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
Stabilize!
Okay, there's a monster.
Live.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Come into being.
Order guide you! Stabilize!
Time for your arraignment.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. And that's an ouch.
Sorry if I was already I wasn't here.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Quake!
Oh, that's the last monster.
Let's light it up!
Witness my great undertaking.
Incinerate! Everybody stand back!
I will have order.
Ooh, pretty good amount of damage.
Hey, when your screen goes black,
Incinerate!
but if you raid somebody, do you want me to still have that in there or no? Is the screen just black and you hear background noise?
Yeah, as soon as the credits are done,
Visible evidence!
that could be
Cut
the
it there?
end. Yeah, that could be
Yeah,
the end of the
that's what I've been
highlight.
doing. That's what I've been doing. Just wanna make sure.
Yeah, oh good, that's
Burst
fine.
forth. Feel this ancient power.
Because I don't want people to see in a bad screen is like, did he mess up?
Let's light it up! Motion to compel!
There's been enough funny stories of that
Oh.
happening on
Yeah,
Twitch.
I gotta do this. There you go. I gotta do this.
This is order.
Incinerate!
There you go. I'll host.
And I appreciate it, my dude, I appreciate it.
I do like your end credit song, this one, better.
I do surprise myself sometimes. Okay, that's the final objective. Let's get this money
I'll remind
since
you
that's
again.
needed.
The law can be both a help and a hindrance.
I could do one more challenge if I want to actually get this to 420. That would be a funny number.
Usually after the Suki song, I usually stop. Or if I see a little bit of credits, I stop after the last part of the credit.
Yeah, then that's totally fine. Alright, let's exit co-op mode so we can actually end the story once and for all. And for anybody who doesn't know where I last left off, basically, in this alchemist story, we last got to this part in the mountain. We had the whole battle with the flower, which we presume was the alchemist doppelganger. And some happy endings, one
Yeah,
mysterious
these are-
ending.
The Alchemist was using flower power.
Yep. Alright, let's fine-tune this beautiful weapon one more time. So now we don't have to worry about this.
Is there a way to go for the highlight by in seconds?
Um,
The 8 seconds?
to go from the highlight from like without typing a number manually, I don't know how else you would do it.
Okay, because I can go through 8 seconds by doing the arrow keys.
Okay, then that's pretty good too. Alright, let's get this last bit of dialogue out of the way. I think I'll switch to a double wind setup so that way we can...
How's the fishing today?
The fishing?
Yeah,
Ready for anything.
Genshin.
Ready for a rehearsal?
I don't think there's been any new developments on new fish lately. As much as I'd like to confirm that there's new fish.
Yeah, but like, yeah. I just want to know if you've been how's the fishing because it usually is random what fish you can get.
Yeah, unless I'm going for the last fishing rod I need, I don't really have too much of a reason to, like, get more fish. Test run, test run. Ah, of course, so if anybody needs to actually get materials to upgrade the Oni guy or the Fox boy... Oh. I gotta collect some pearls now. We'll worry about that later. Albedo! Alfredo pasta.
Albedo!
Traveler.
So is Paimon actually getting jealous because Paimon is not there all the time?
In what way? Because we have a pet traveling with us?
Yeah, the paper doll.
Oh yeah, true. Shikitaishi. I wouldn't say so. I think Paimon can still coexist with any traveling pets we have, and plus we can put Paimon in our house now, so they aren't feeling entirely too lonely.
I suppose your story
Paimon, you
is
watch
ready.
the house.
Yep. How about you? Do you need some more time?
No need.
So if
I'm
your
also
house
ready
is
to tell my
so
story.
if your house is a square and you have a Paimon in there, is it called a bento?
Oh my goodness sakes. I think it's another kind of dish considering it's a teapot as well, and you technically... There's a thing called, like, tea rice? That's kind of a dish? Yeah, that is a dish. I don't remember what the exact name is called.
Square, teapot. Can it be instant ramen?
Paimon dips don't exist in this universe.
Please, go ahead.
Okay, here goes. Once upon a time, there was an evil
Is Paimon
researcher
from a different
who
universe?
went into the mountains and did a crazy experiment on whopper flowers to transform their appearance. After a lot of pain and suffering, the whopper flowers finally took on a human form. Then they stood by the side of the mountain to wait for unsuspecting bypassers.
Maybe?
To whoever spoke to them, they would ask them
Paimon doesn't,
questions such as,
because Paimon said
"Who am
dibs,
I?
and you said
Who
dibs
are
doesn't exist in
you?"
this universe.
Also, I like how the music changed to a very appropriate music for this kind of narrative.
If the bypasser got the wrong answer, the last sound they'd make would be a yelp before the whopper flower ate them alive in one bite.
Ooh, truly frightening.
Yes, Paimon is truly frightening.
What the?
Speaking of Paimon,
You two aren't scared at all!
part fish.
Maybe we're just tough, we don't know.
Don't go nitpicking, okay? If you didn't like the story, go write your own.
Once again, I commend Karina Betker, the voice actor of Paimon, for delivering that narrative really well. In that case, I would add some horror elements in, besides plants eating a human.
You know, plants eating humans not that terrifying because in Genshin Impact, of course, there are other games, yes.
Yeah,
But in well, it'd be more terrified of a plant, or it'd be terrified getting chased by a bear. If it was real life.
I mean, it could be both, or it could be like a combination.
I mean, I'm more terrified of the bear than a plant.
True, because bears are aggressive and they like to fight. After the whopper flowers eat someone, they would turn into that person.
In other words, the whopper flowers would
So
ambush and then
they-
completely replace their victims.
And then adopt their newfound identity like some...
Plants are people.
Oh yeah, it's one of those horror tropes.
And then what? Go back to where the person lives?
This
Enter their home? Eat their whole
Wait.
family?
is Sonic Green real because that means plants become people. So if you make it out of plants,
Paimon made up this story, but now Paimon's the one who's scared by by it.
It's a good story. Oh, may I write it down? I may bring it up in future conversations.
What for? Just to scare people with?
Yes.
You've got a real mean streak, Albedo.
What is Albedo's story?
Mine is a little longer than yours. It starts with an alchemist. A great alchemist once created Subject 1. Subject 1 was her proudest achievement, and successfully blended into human society. No one ever would have thought that this friend of theirs was in fact a synthetic human. However, unbeknownst to Subject 1, the alchemist had tried the same experiment many times before he had come into being. Some of the rejects from failed experiments had been discarded, but had not died.
Oh yeah, if anybody forgot, like, this alchemist dude is a synthetic human being. Hence why his, constellation is a homunculus.
Subject 2 was one such failed experiment. He was swallowed by a
What is
great
the
dragon
construct of?
that came to rest upon a snow-swept mountain. Many years later, he was resurrected by the dragon's mysterious power.
Construct?
Yeah. Is he the construct of humans or materials or?
I guess he was meant to be like a living after image of his own creator or something. Because like his creator was an alchemist too. Oh, I haven't heard this soundtrack for a hot minute.
He saw all kinds of people on the mountain, including Subject 1, who had somehow miraculously blended in among them. Never in Subject 2's wildest imagination had he thought it possible for experimental life forms such as they to deceive everyone so successfully. He saw the way humans accepted Subject 1
I've been
as a
exporting
friend,
the videos as private,
witnessed
correct?
their affection
Oh.
as they addressed him by name.
Yeah, that's fine.
And just title, export, and that's it.
Yeah, just title export and that would be fine until I could get like an official VODs archive thing on YouTube up.
Okay, and I'll be done for the day after this one.
This was what Subject 2
I
wanted.
stop by every day, so.
Now, all that Subject 2 desired was to replace Subject 1 and take the joy of his existence for himself.
This is giving Paimon the chills. So scary.
It would be a scary story, but I think people are gonna lose track of like Subject 1 versus Subject 2 is like the narrative is like using similar monikers.
Subject 2 began to unfold his plan. He stole Subject 1's books and notes and studied all that Subject 1 had learned from the alchemist. Subject 2 was highly intelligent, and he learned quickly. He changed his face into an exact replica of Subject 1's face. Then, he found a plant with mimicry capabilities and transformed it using dragon blood and alchemy. And so, not only did Subject 2 transform his own appearance to perfectly match that of Subject 1, he also created a third entity, Subject 3.
What? There's 3 of them now?
Having 3 subjects is gonna continue to confuse the narrative.
But Subject 2 wanted to become a perfected human. So, he erased a mark on both his and Subject 3's necks. For these marks were symbols of imperfection.
He purposely erased it.
In my view, it was probably a subconscious act, an instinct. He so desperately craved to become a perfect human being that he forgot something. Human beings are defined by their flaws.
Human beings are defined by their flaws, strengths and weaknesses.
Subject 2's plan was meticulously crafted. Subject 3 would draw Subject 1's attention After Subject 1 disposed of Subject 3, he would assume the threat had now disappeared and would let his guard down. The next moment that Subject 1 was alone, Subject 2 would make his move. He would eliminate Subject 1 and become the only one remaining. He would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memories and inherit his identity, residence, clothing, sword, name, and friends. People would have no idea that the individual they knew had become somebody else from one day to the next.
Yeah, this whole story is up for debate because now people are wondering, has there been at any point in time the guy we run into is actually the doppelganger? Question marks. Because in the previous part, where we had done the painting of Paimon, this dude was smiling unnaturally, and we normally do not see this guy smile.
The question is, real or fake?
Paimon's never gonna be able to trust anyone again!
But just before Subject 2 could carry out his plan, a unique stranger entered the mix. Subject 2 tried to make contact with this person, but found that they could somehow sense he was different from Subject 1. What's wrong? Are you scared?
What happened then? What happened to the stranger?
He became a new stage in Subject 2's plan. One more person that Subject 2 had to dispose of. It's as if there were 3 identical roses in a garden. Only one of the 3 was a fine specimen, while the other 2 were defective specimens that bore poisonous thorns. In all the world, only the gardener who tended to them could tell which was the good specimen. People do not like poisonous plants. Only a perfect rose can fetch a high price. If the inferior specimens wanted to conceal the fact of their worthlessness, they would have to take the gardener out of the picture, using their poisonous thorns. This is exactly what Subject 2 was thinking. So, he hid in the shadows and waited patiently. Maybe soon, he would get his chance to become truly human.
This isn't just a story. This is what's happening. Albedo's trying to tell the cruel and unbelievable truth.
That was intense! So what happened after that? Did Subject 2's plan succeed? Paimon can't bear thinking about it!
Fortunately, it is just a story. And even in this story, Subject 2 did not succeed. But you can never let your guard down on Dragonspine. Monsters mutated with Durin's power and blood are also creatures of Rhine-Daughter, just like me. You must beware of all such creatures.
Don't say that, you're not a monster. You're my friend.
I'm glad to hear that. It's okay. I know what I am. You and I are both different, so there is no need for me to hide the truth from you. The only thing is that sometimes, when I think about how mighty the power of alchemy is, I feel so small. As beings who set foot in this world, how arrogant are we in desiring to control our destiny, and in desiring to create? Is creation an arrogant act, traveler? If not, why do we call the ones that created us and control us gods? If it is, then what qualifies us to call ourselves creators? How far must we take our reverence and respect? And what purpose does it serve?
And how did you feel when you took out your imposter?
Nothing special. But whenever I think about it, I feel a twinge of grief.
Poor Albedo.
Hello? Traveler, are you here?
Oh, I killed my lookalike, but at the same time, it's still kind of scary and griefening. Understandably. Sometimes there are stories where, like, yeah, you have like 2 lookalike characters. Sometimes they can get along in the end, they can coexist, but sometimes there are times where it's like, only one may exist. The approach to, like, characters having lookalikes in a story does tend to get interesting, depending on the approach.
Hey, is that Amber?
Thought we might find you here.
Oh, it's Amber Eula.
We're here to deliver a message from Cyrus. There's gonna be a big event down at the base camp, and they want you there too, Traveler.
Winter camp is nearing its end. Apparently, even provisional instructors are required to attend.
Eula's not wrong. Winter camp is about to end pretty soon.
Looks like we need to go, Albedo. Bye for now.
Then I won't keep you. I have some things to attend to here, so forgive me for not seeing you down.
Don't worry about it. There have been no issues getting up and down the mountain recently.
Is everyone ready? Let's not keep them waiting.
Alright, does this boy have any last things for us to say before we head to camp?
Go ahead. You're one of their instructors, no?
So the very interesting thing is that now the mountain has two versions of the guy. The real version and the fake version.
So you gotta be careful which one's the real one, right?
Mm-hmm. Did I finish everything I could in the battle pass? Oh. Oh. I mean, it's only going to give me one more piece of reward. Who's this?
Huh? Who is this guy?
A gigantic version of Joel. Oh. Is that his father?
Allow me to introduce Yozerf. He's Joel's father.
You sure the pronunciation is not Joseph?
Dad, this is that traveler I was telling you about. The traveler's helped me out loads in the past, and this time we even built a snowman together.
Joel has told me everything about you. I can't thank you enough.
Well, I'm glad you're okay, because we did a whole side quest for you.
Wow, this is amazing! Wait a second. Why is Cyrus discreetly wiping tears away? And what is Pallid doing here?
Pallid is the hero of the hour this time. Go on, Pallid. Tell us what happened in your own words.
Oh, it's the guy we have to keep, whose butt we have to keep on savoring every other occasion.
Okay. The weather was fine on that fateful day, and I had a feeling that Lady Luck was smiling down on me. So I trusted my gut and set off to explore somewhere new, somewhere dangerous. Because where there is great danger, there is also great treasure.
Why does this sound so hard to believe?
Well, this is harder to believe than their multiple subjects.
But I had only been away from the group for a short while.
I'll be right
when
back, Nintendo.
I fell down a
Okay.
slope and just started rolling.
Uh-oh. Did my bad luck rub off on him when we ran into each other on the mountain?
The place I fell to was somewhere I didn't recognize, and I'd sustained a few injuries. I remember thinking to myself, this is the worst luck I've ever had in my whole life. Then I met Yozerv. He'd heard the sound of me falling and came out to see what was going on.
Where did Pallid fall down to? Because we've fallen down to different places on Dragonspine, but we haven't come across this man.
Huh?
Wow, so it was completely by chance then.
I thought he must have been someone from the Adventurers Guild here for the event, but after a few words of conversation, it was clear that he was having memory problems. He didn't even know his own name.
Huh.
The temperature was freezing, and there was no time to deal with all that there and then, so I convinced him to come back to the camp with me and figure everything else out after we got there. We got back to the camp, ran into Joel, and the moment he saw him, he froze for a second with this completely stunned expression on his face, and then he started crying out, "Dad! Dad!" That's when Yozerv suddenly started to remember.
My memory has still not fully recovered, but Joel and his mother, they are the only ones that I will not, no, that I cannot forget.
Aw.
Daddy.
Daddy's right here, Joel. Daddy's right here.
Yozerf, don't you remember anything else at all? The poor princess? Feeding the foxes?
I'm sorry. I have no recollection. Maybe it's because of the head trauma. I'm not sure. I woke up and found myself covered in blood. My things were gone, and there was nothing to indicate who I was or how I got there. I crawled into a cave and settled in for a slow recovery. After my legs and feet were a little better, my hunting skills were what kept me alive.
Dad, I was so worried about you.
I'm all right now, Joel. Oh, don't cry. Daddy's not going anywhere. I'm here to stay.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
All's well that ends well.
You know what, though? I definitely think my luck got worse after running into Benin on that mountain.
I knew it. I just...
No. I just meant if it weren't for you, there's no way I ever would have run into Yozerv on a mountain this huge. Besides, we got back safely, didn't we? So don't blame yourself. Maybe sometimes miracles can only happen when you get just unlucky enough.
Maybe I'd have to quote this guy on that. Maybe miracles sometime. No, I got that mixed up. Maybe sometimes miracles can happen when you get I have not added a quote in a hot minute.
Palette. When did you become such a smooth talker, huh?
Huh? Am I? I was just telling the truth.
Oh, yeah. I want to say thank you to the Traveler, Uncle Cyrus, Auntie Eula, and Auntie Amber. Thanks, everyone.
Joel is a wholesome kid.
You all helped look after me, and I will always remember it. But I guess I can't take the snowman with me, or it'll melt once it leaves Dragonspine. It's such a shame.
Oh, I can help with that. One moment.
Eula?
Huh? Eula?
That's my line, Paimon.
Here, take this. It's powdered rime. Just add it to your snowman, and it will never melt.
Wow! Really? Oh, this is awesome! You're the best, Auntie Eula!
Is that how we have the non-melting snowman in our teapot? Powdered rime? I need some rhyme or reason for this substance to exist.
Dad, I have an unmeltable snowman now! How cool is that?
How can I ever repay you all?
Don't mention it, man. We're all delighted for you.
Thank you all. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
Dad, I want to go move the snowman. Can we do it now, please?
One thing at a time, kid. One thing at a time.
Okay. I'll be leaving with Joel now. I'm sure I'll see you all another day.
Very well, very well. It's time for Pallet and I to have another discussion concerning his breaches of adventurer discipline.
Huh? But Cyrus, I think I kind of made up for my mistakes this time, you know?
See you guys!
Oh, I made this for you and Amber. Think of it as a winter souvenir.
Oh, you shouldn't have, Eula.
Aw, are you sure? This must be really important to you.
Come on now, just take it. No need to make such a fuss.
Wow! Now our snowman won't melt either! Great!
Thanks, Eula. We'll treasure it.
You're welcome. Just keep it. That's all I ask. Amber and I have some business to attend to now. See you later.
And we'll see Eula again one day.
Everyone's gone. Seems like they've all got their own stuff to do now. Oh! You know what? We've been on Dragonspine all this time, and somehow Paimon still forgot to ask Albedo about how to make a fruit juicifier machine that could keep the juice fresh. Maybe we should try Timaeus again. He does seem pretty eager to please after all.
Here we go again. Okay. Before we head back to Timaeus to start the whole cycle again, let's finish a couple more snowmen over here.
What the? What kind of injurious weather is this? It's cold. Achoo!
Hey, what's up, TJ? Where is the last snowman I can make? Oh!
Yeah, Jumbo, that was a phone call.
Oh, it's all good. Hope the call went well.
Oh, well.
Apparently, Emergency Food still wants people of alchemy to make a juicer, even though making a juicer is mechanics, which is separate from alchemy.
I mean, it's more of a clockwork if you think about juicers. You know, it's more of a clockwork thing than alchemy.
Oh boy. Poor Timaeus.
Traveler and Paimon, what can I do for you?
I'm just gonna let the dialogue play for itself.
Wait a minute. You've got that mischievous look on your face. Oh, you're not still thinking about that ridiculous juicer thing, are you?
You want me to give him a shout out? Or no? After you're done talking? Alright. After you're done talking, give me a heads up, and I'll give TJ Warrior Monkai a shout out.
Sorry to hear about that, TJ. Glad you recovered, though. Hope you've been doing well, my dude. There's no us in this situation, Paimon.
Well, if the Traveler isn't really interested, then, yeah, maybe I'll
Don't
give
know
this one a
if you want me
pass.
to do it now or
It's
wait.
just the weirdest request ever.
After.
I'll do it after you're done.
Poinsettias are gonna go to waste without it!
And the time it would take me to research something like that, I could probably pick those sunsettias again 10 times over.
Yeah, that's also logical to do, too. Just pick more fresh fruit if old one expire.
New research project, Timaeus?
Huh?
But is
Need
that
to
kind of
go?
like wasting the root if you toss it out, even if...
You could just make it into compost.
Oh, Albedo, thank goodness. So the situation is, Paimon wants a machine that can turn fruit into juice and keep the juice fresh. I mean, surely it's...
Majorly important, that's what it is. If you can manage to invent this, we'll never have to worry about fruit going bad ever again!
That's impossible.
Suddenly, the birthmark is missing.
That's not sus for nothing.
The problem we have with that first cutscene is that we literally don't have that... We never had that angle at first, because we never saw, like, the front of that version of Albedo. Slowly but surely okay, TJ.
Turning fruit into juice is not hard, but keeping it fresh is more difficult. But if you simply want to keep the fruit from rotting, there are many ways to achieve this. Right, Traveler?
And the birthmark is back. Is this a prank?
What about his neck?
What's wrong? Is there something on my neck?
Nope, it's fine.
From the look on your face, it's as if you thought I just played a practical joke on you that was in exceedingly poor taste.
So it was a prank. And TJ caught the Pokemon.
Albedo, you were saying,
Yes.
how do
His
you
first
stop
Pokemon, too.
fruit from going bad?
Well, one way would be to bury your fruit on Dragonspine, where the snow never melts all year round.
But then Paimon won't be able to eat them.
You could always
refrigerate
live
it?
on Dragonspine.
No, too cold for Paimon.
Or you can give the fruit to me, and I would take it to Dragonspine for you. But since you don't like the cold, you'd have to send someone else to pick them up when you want them. This is where you come in, traveler.
Yeah, that smug look on his face tells me this is not the actual guy.
Suddenly sounds a lot more feasible with other people doing all the work. Okay then, shall we go with that idea?
Fruit buried on Dragonspine will stay fresh for much longer.
It's hard to
However,
tell which ones are.
it is
which
also
one's real,
possible
which
that
one's
the
fake.
fruit will sprout and grow into fruit trees.
I would probably say like the real one is the one with the least smug expressions. Because he's not known to make smug, smiling expressions.
Who knows? Maybe the next
Who
time you
knows?
visit, it will have grown into an orchard.
What happens if
You
the other
can water
guy,
the trees,
the imposter
add
actually does
fertilizer,
stop
and when
doing
they
that?
finally
so
bear
we
fruit,
tell the
you will have
difference?
some fresh sunsettias.
What if the imposter does what now?
The imposter starts acting like the real one, or the other way around.
Then it could be harder to tell. We'll see what happens. This is a very interesting story they can continue to follow and pursue, and make like a permanent story for.
No way! Then Paimon will have to be a gardener. That's not
Can
the
is that
goal
person?
here.
Can you get him under? Can you get that person as a playable character or no? The construct.
The actual character himself is playable, but as far as the doppelganger is, good question. Just felt satisfied now that Endwalker expansion is completed as long. Ah, yeah. People on Final Fantasy XIV have been talking to me about Endwalker or just doing Endwalker in general, even though I don't follow it too much. I do know plenty of people on FF14. And Paimon, if you want to be a gardener, we've been gardening for a long time now.
Oh? Well, I don't think being a gardener is so bad.
Ellipses. A gardener? I didn't expect Albedo to joke about this. Doesn't he care what the mark means?
Albedo, stop trying to get your hands on Paimon's super sweet Sensitias!
It bothers you, does it?
Of course
I mean,
it bothers
do you want the
Paimon.
expansion to be
They
long
are
or
the
short?
rarest, super duper sweetest Sensitias ever! And they're not for you!
Okay, but they're just Sensitias. I think you're only so attached to them because you don't have much fruit of this quality in your possession. When someone's pockets are full and their spirit is fulfilled, they don't easily fall prey to this kind of yearning.
Ooh, he's roasting emergency food. Not literally, though, but verbally.
Really?
But still, it's roasting.
That does make a lot of sense. And we're going to leave it to a question as to this is the real guy or an imposter. So let's take a picture to signify the end of this journey.
Truly is fascinating.
Dragonspine is too cold for ordinary fruit trees to survive. But if one day
If I do
Dragonspine did
upload
become
a video
home to
back, I'm
gardens
sorry.
and orchards,
If I do.
there would be more reasons for
Okay.
people to visit. Perhaps a little life
Window?
is the key to attracting people.
Oh, sorry, what'd you say? I was listening to some
Yeah.
extra dialogue.
If I do export a video up twice by accident, I'm sorry if I do.
Oh no, it's okay. I do the same thing, actually.
Life may exist in all kinds of unfathomable forms, and in all manner of unthinkable
Because
environments.
in which it says like this video has been exported or
Mysterious,
something.
yet
you know, on the side
tenacious.
of it.
Perhaps this is what makes life so special.
Usually expansions take me the whole day. It took me around 40 hours, maybe a little bit more. I lost track. Well, as long as it gives you some, like, extra playtime. Oh no, it's all good, TJ. Let's go ahead and give you the shout out.
Got it.
While you're at it.
I got it.
Speaking of Final Fantasy.
Munchies. Doggy face, let's go. Time to run up his bum. Can you please run up his bum? God damn it. Get out of the fucking way. Mice. This child!
Gonna be epic.
Wait, what does this guy say?
Dragon spine is too cold for ordinary fruit trees to survive. If, one day, Dragon spine did become home to gardens and orchards, there would be more reasons for people to visit. Perhaps a little life is the key to attracting people.
But there is life on the mountain. There's foxes, there's weasels, there's the tribal trolls, there's the monsters. But then again, monsters shoo people away.
Life may exist in all kinds of unfathomable forms, and in all manner of unthinkable environments. Mysterious, yet tenacious. Perhaps this is what makes life so special.
And Tenacious is part of Meltenacious. The doppelganger learns, and the doppelganger is starting to appreciate life a little bit more. It's not wrong, though. Life doesn't exist in all kinds of forms. Okay, do we have like one more snow pile to make one more snowman for? Oh, yes we do. Alright, time for one more snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Master.
Let me switch the arms of this one. Let me put this one on. I still find it pretty hilarious that you can actually put like fried eggs as eyes for the snowman. It's kind of funny. Well, I guess those are my creations. Actually, let me change your hat. There we go. Yep, I would say that's a pretty good way to end off this winter journey until we cover the story of the Oni guy next. And now we can build permanent snowmen in our teapot. I have plenty of ornaments. I think I don't need any. Was it a satisfying ending? I have no idea.
Was it a cool ending?
Good question. Good question indeed. I think it was cool enough.
What about this, Daddy? Did you remember?
I'm sorry.
yeah, one thing we actually should remember to do is the web event that will actually get us some freebies. I believe it's still available to do. Yep, it's still available to do. It's called the Traveler's Picture Book. And I've been logging in to get the paints for it, and it's pretty easy to complete as well. Even though I missed a few days of this web event, it's pretty easy for me to get all the rewards. So you end up with 6 leftover painting. And 80 Primo Gems, which is a pretty good amount of Primo Gems. Well, a decent amount. Then there's a little mini game over here where you can play with the little snowy churl. And to play this, you actually have to move on a bunch of tiles and claim more snow piles than him. Let's try this again. I think I might be able to get it this time. So I think I should have gone down in the first place. Oh no, I should have taken the one in the middle. Okay. So it's kind of like reverse tic-tac-toe. And that one's done too. Last but not least. And then we have one more web event.
So how's it going, Nintendo?
Oh, how's
so
it?
Do you have to do eye drops like every few minutes, every few hours or something, or what? Like eye drops.
Yeah, that's how it is. Once we're done, I'll have to do them again. And this is how you decorate the picture if you want to make it cuter. You can also download it as a wallpaper. A very cute one. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the other web event that... How are you doing, Kiba?
I'm doing very good. How about you?
I'm doing alright. Alright, let's just get this login verified for some easy last free mode gems. Easy. That's part 1. And that's part 2. And the final part is the stage show, where it is... where that's just the final, pretty much the trailer again. The character trailer. And that's the final web event. Oh, Kiba, thank you once again for hosting me, by the way, and being able to be around when we could have some company.
Are you in the stream already? Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna be probably hosting, rating someone pretty soon.
Okay. And I'll watch your stream if you... And I'll watch your stream from here. Okay, so... You know, are you... We'll see you now. Bye.
Yep. Thank you so much once again for being around. Let's see who it is. I could probably go ahead and raid... I guess I could go ahead and raid Empty Warrior, since he was co-hosting with me on the game show. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and raid him. He just started streaming. Who else do I need to thank? Thanks to TJ for also being here, and thanks to... Yep, mostly Kiba. And everybody knows how else to keep in touch with me. The Discord, the Twitter, they're all there. Y'all know to stay hungry. Try your best to stay healthy, stay hydrated, stay positive, stay amazing. And let's go ahead and rate MT. My fellow Game Awards show host. I don't think I have much to say. You'll have a good one. Thanks for joining in the last bit of the Albedo adventure with me.